Hello students, welcome to CR Digital Classes. In the present video, we are going to discuss about the digital signatures. So I hope everybody knows what is a signature and what is digitalization. So here we are trying to combine both and try to understand what exactly is digital signatures. So a digital signature is a mathematical technique used to validate the authenticity and integrity of a digital document, message or software. So digital signature is something where for anything authentication is required. So for making it authorized or access, we need digital signature, which we use in electronic signature on the signature on the electronic platform, which ensures that it is acceptable or it is accessible. So a digital signature is a mathematical technique used to validate the authenticity and integrity of a digital document or message or software. Then a digital signature is one of the methods of encryption used to provide authentication. So already we have discussed in the earlier sessions what is encryption. Once again I'll try to brief. Encryption is the process which is required to transform the plain text into the unreadable format or cipher text, that is encryption. So this digital signature is one of the method where it is used for the encryption to provide the authentication. The main idea of it is to protect. So why encryption is made? To protect the information or the message. Otherwise what happens? The data will be modified. If it is accessible to the users, they will try to modify the data or they will try to destroy the data. So basically it is a kind of asymmetric cryptography used to support security properties of handwritten signature on paper. So they will try to make it asymmetric. That is, there we understood as both keys are required, public key and as well as private key for encryption and decryption. So here it is a kind of digital signature. It is a kind of asymmetric cryptography. So digital signature scheme provides two algorithms where one algorithm is for signing which requires user secret or private key, and other algorithm is to verify the signature which requires the user's public key. So both are required here, private key as well as public key. So the result of signature process is digital signature. They will try to match even banking transactions. When we give our signature, they will try to scan it and keep. And again, they will try to match it. So this is somewhat like that, where until unless it is not matched, they will not take it as an authenticate. Then what is digital certificate? So digital signature, we understood signature on the electronic platform. The certificate. What is certificate? Certificate is a document which contains official recognition, especially as the truth of something specifically, or somebody has completed, somebody has fulfilled, somebody have not well. So somebody are come across those particular things. So they will try to certify. That means they will try to state or declare about the fact what has happened. So mostly we understand certificate means some course has done, certificate is given. Not only that, any declaration, official declaration or official statement on the document, we call it as certificate. What is digital certificate? Which is made on the electronic platform, that we understand it as a digital certificate. So digital certificates are that are used to verify one's identity. She or he is doing any business or transactions on the internet. That is a digital certificate. So these certificates are issued by a trust third party, which is called as certificate authority, certification authority, that we say it as CA. So a digital certificate contains username, serial number, a copy of certificate holder's public key, which is useful for the message to encrypt and digital signature, and expiration date, and also digital signature of the authorized, that is certified authority. So these are the things which are required. Then role of digital signatures in network security, that is to provide authentication, digital signatures are used. Then example is given. Assume that there are two users, one is A, other one is B. A wants to send some confidential message to B. then the message is unmodified and is sent by him only. The A writes his message into email and applies a special function known as hash. So this creates checksum. The value checks the authenticity, whatever we are saying authenticity. So what he did, he tried to add hash function for that and send the information. So data transmission of the for the authenticity for the data transmission. Then A uses its private key and he has previously obtained from public and private key authority to encrypt that checksum. So he uses his private key and try to obtain the information. Then the encrypted message becomes A's digital signature of the message. So as he is having keys which is required to encrypt and decrypt, it is known as digital signature. So here you can see the diagram. A has sent the message to the receiver B and with the hash function. So A is having public key encryption and he has used the private key for the decryption. So at the other end, the receiver B receives the message and checksum in order to make sure that message is complete and unmodified from sender A. The B applies the same hash function on the received message to produce the checksum. So it also uses A's public key to decrypt the checksum it received with message. The two checksums are then compared. If they are matched, then the received message is complete and signature is valid. Otherwise, the message is modified and signature is considered as invalid. So this is how the process goes on. So properties of digital signature, it must be authenticate the contents. That means with the official approval when the signature is being done, and it must responsible for verifying the author as well as the date and time of the signature, and it must be verifiable by third party. So this is about the properties of digital signature. And coming to the requirement, what all required for digital signature are: it must be in the form of bit pattern, that is dependent on the message being signed, and the process of producing digital signature must be easy, and copy of digital signature must be preserved, and the digital signature must be both easily recognizable and verifiable, and it must include unique information. For everything we cannot keep the digital signature. If the information is very unique only, we are supposed to go for that, so that it can be protected for any of the forgery. Then it must be highly impractical for a hacker to forge a digital signature by any means, which may include creation of new message or for the already existing digital signature. So that what happens, if digital signature is created, the hacker cannot imitate, cannot hack the, cannot forge the forgery, make forgery of the digital signature. So for that sake, it is the digital signatures are suggested for making it highly protective. And it may also include attempt to replace the original digital signature with duplicate signature for given message. The questions may be asked in the short notes on digital signatures and digital certificates. Discuss the role of digital signatures in network security along with its properties and requirements. Or it may ask only about the digital signatures, otherwise digital certificates. Hope this video is helpful in understanding about the digital signatures and digital certificates. Thank you.